quarterback positions and the running back, and to a certain extent the tight end. Those are kind of figuring themselves out relative to the roster. But when you look at this roster overall, how good do you think it is, and are there areas that you would upgrade? And the running back, I'm sure there won't be just two. We'll know who's there shortly.
Yeah. Yeah, they gotta make some moves, and I know we're doing that a little talking here a little before that. But yeah, they'll bring in a third back. They'll welcome Nick and those guys back at some point in the early portion of the season too. So that'll take care of itself. I think when you hear a lot of people who cover the league, because I like to listen to league wide perspective because they know more rosters. I'm very honed in on the Browns. It's hard to really identify a true weak position, right? As long as Jack and Jed come back and they're relatively healthy, then you have a chance to say tackle isn't a problem, as big a problem as it was. I think on the surface, if you're looking at pinpointing a position on offense, left tackle is definitely not where you want it to be. But at this point, nobody's giving up a left tackle. There is no real improving that other than schematically helping whoever's in there. And if you can get Jed ramped up quick enough, or if you can get Jack to kind of work through the kinks of going back to the left side of the offensive line again, you have a chance to be okay. Defensively, is the depth at linebacker beyond Hicks and JOK a concern? Yeah, maybe is, but I think every team across the league has depth concerns. So I don't want to sit here and say this is the best roster in the NFL, but I do think objectively looking at it, this is a pretty strong roster position by position that, you know, can get tested at any minute in terms of the injuries and putting depth into the portion of the front row here. But I definitely feel that as far as the roster that they have built, and this isn't telling you whether they're going to win a certain number of games or not, but they've built a roster of talented frontline players that I'm not sure they have to be crazy hungry to go find somebody for the 53 that is going to like actually play. So there are trades, there are assets you can collect here, but the Browns, as you know them, are largely going to be what you see on the field in what now 10 days or so. So yeah, it's in a good spot. That part of it, getting those guys back from the injuries and off the pup list and stuff like that, they're in a pretty good spot there.